don't break. I evolve. Green. I don't break. I evolve. I don't break. I evolve. Strong behind your fear. Every whisper crystal clear. From the ashes I ignite, taking back the night. No more crawling, no disguise. See the fire in my eyes, born from everything denied. Black metal, Barbie alive. You wanted perfection. You got power. Whispers in the static, feel it waking up. Something breaking loose tonight. Pressure building in my bloodstream. Voices crawling through the machine. Every warning light flashing red. But I'm already past the edge. Running circuits through my veins now. Every silence screams too loud. Try to lock me underground. Still the noise comes crashing out. Can you feel it breaking through the system walls? Can you hear it when the final curtain falls? I won't back down, hear the sirens calling out. From the underground sound, we are rising up. Lights burn out, but the fire won't slow down. When the chaos gets loud, we are waking up. Wake up, static uprising. Every doubt turns into gasoline. Strike a match inside of me. You can try to shut it down, but the storm is permanent now. Broken codes and shattered control. Every scar just fuels my soul. If the world wants war tonight, then I'll meet it eye to eye. Feel the signal overload. No escape from what we chose. I won't back down, hear the sirens calling out. From the underground sound, we are rising up. Lights burn out, but the fire won't slow down. Lock inside the kill zone now. Every second counts somehow. No backup, no delay. Only instincts left to play. Heart rate breaking the sound barrier. I'm the threat, not the carrier. This is the digital kill zone. Where the weak get deleted. I don't need luck, I need precision. Target moving in my sight. Adrenaline rewriting time. Not afraid, not restrained. I'm optimized for the pain. If I miss, I adapt. If I fail, I adapt. This is the digital kill zone. I don't survive. I dominate. Come closer. I don't buy. I consume. I wear danger like perfume. Every breath you're gonna lose. Touch my skin, feel the sin. I decide how deep you're in. Lips like lies on a blade. Say my name, feel afraid. You want heaven, I'm hell. I'm the story you don't tell. Look at me, don't look away. Every thought you try to pray. I'm inside your bloodstream now. Kneel before me, show me how. I'm your poison, I'm your cure. On your knees, beg for more. Say my name like a sin. Let me under your skin. Out of love, I control. Body shaking, lose your soul. Touch my fire, feel the burn. Once you taste me, no return. I don't chase, I attract. Every move is an attack. Your resistance tastes so sweet when you're crawling at my feet. Chains of gold round your heart. I pull strings, you fall apart. You don't fight, you surrender. I was born to remember. Say you're strong, prove it now. Watch you break, watch you bow. Every lie you ever told melts inside my undertow. I'm your poison, I'm your cure. On your knees, beg for more. Say my name like a sin. Let me under your skin. Out of love, I control. Body shaking, Red zone, no safe place. Heartbeat sinking with the bass. We die loud. Middle fingers to the crowd. Down it down, feel it rise. Fire in your pretty eyes. Say my name like a threat. I'm the one you won't forget. This is Cupid's threat. Kiss with a light in my head. This is Cupid's threat. Let's environment in the air. Scream my name, wake the blast. We all love, we just crash. This is Cupid's threat. Hearts go to I want tonight. Sit it down, look at me, tell me lies, set me free. Just my heart, put a bit free. So let's begin. This is Cupid's threat. Bloody roses on the floor. This is Cupid's threat. We don't feel, we want more. Say my name like a sin, like the chaos begins. This is Cupid's threat. Love is lethal in this game. Hearts in the crossfire. We also thought we shine. Hearts in the crossfire.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is welcome back here at Waylander Gaming. It is the sheep with a no bleep on the mic. I'm going to be joined with Waylander. So, yeah, this is going to be an eventful evening. This is the semi-finals of the Cupid's Clash. As you can see, the first matchups is Saint Dynasty up against Nabjutsu. So, Renab, they won the coin toss and opted to go for second pick first. So, allowing Saints to pick up the first pick. So, yeah, for those of you viewers that don't know, this is a battle between houses, right, Way?
It is.
So,
It's going to be a very entertaining matchup between these two teams.
yeah, this is pretty much like watching Chelsea versus Man United. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's quickly look at the lobby ban so that we can jump into this first match of the evening. And hello to everyone in the chat if I didn't respond to your messages or whatever. Hello, here's your hello. Any case, yeah, the lobby bans being Badang, Garagacha, Kalia, and Grok. So good luck and have fun to both teams as we are going to jump into this first match in this best of 3 series. Wait, any predictions for this first matchup?
It's going to be tough. Like, look, I will say across the tournament, leading up until this moment in time, right? Saints have been the most dominant team in Cupid's Clash. You've got Evil Inc. and Renab just behind them in terms of the overalls. If you're looking at the statistics, just purely on statistics, Saints has been there. Granted, they did have a little bit of a tough one in the quarterfinal stage, right? But they're a very strong team. However, Renab as a up-and-coming squad got a lot of exciting young talent.
Fight for the ultimate.
It's so hard to say what's going to happen here.
Well, yeah, I agreed, bro. Look, it's going to be very difficult to predict this, but just going with the trend of the Cupid's Clash, the teams that generally go for second pick first, they normally have the upper hand.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale.
This match definitely has got the, how can I say this, the feel to go the distance, right? I mean, we spoke to Con the other evening, and he said a lot of good things towards Nabjutsu. So, yeah, let's see how this plays out. Hilda and Freya being the first bans from both sides in the drafting points.
You know what's going to interest me, right? Is obviously the battle on the XP lane. We all know how Momik is on that XP lane, and also the battle in the jungle as well. That's going to be a very interesting duo battle. And keeping in mind, right, when we say battle, we don't mean just like 1v1ing or like who's gonna get the more kills, right? We're looking at this in terms of macro plays, like how it's gonna affect the outcome of the game. And as you were saying, Scarpy, we had a conversation with Con. Con's macro might be the best, like in terms of macro knowledge of anybody in our server.
That's true, bro. That is true. I mean, look, the scene of this year as a whole, right? Everyone has been working on how to improve and how to better or be better in the Land of Dawn. But Anvi picking up the Khalid first. We know Gyro loves playing the Khalid. But a Crackdust Crusader picking up the Arlet and Merlin going for the Faza. Is that 2 picks that you would go for first pick?
Well, Fasa is such a solid pick, right? That okay, you can pick it up. That does leave the opportunity for them to go for a Zetchian play, right? Just to try to cancel out that Fasa's Feathered Airstrike with Fury of the Phoenix, right? But remember that the cooldowns are very different. You can hit like I think maybe 2 Feathered Airstrikes in the time that the Fury of the Phoenix will, you can cancel one, but the other one won't. Won't be cancelled. So that's the pretty solid pick in my opinion. But then, like I said, once you pick a mage that's gonna have to stand and deliver damage, it leaves room for things like
The hunt begins.
Yuzong to be picked up. And with the XP lane already being picked up, right? So Yuzong knows he's going to be up against Arla. It's going to be a very interesting battle between those two.
Yeah, it is going to be a very interesting battle. Looking at the Hylos and Ruby final bans, obviously Alvi picking up the Joy. The question is, will it be Joy gold lane though? Or is it potentially going to be Joy jungle?
Yeah, it's a flex pick at this moment in time. So it's anybody's guess. It just depends on what's going to be coming through with the next couple of picks. Ruby is a solid ban coming out from the side of Renap. The same with Hylos from the side of St. Dynasty. Both teams are looking at the early bit of pressure that can come through. Gyro locking onto the Basha. Again, that's like if you're drafting for the side of Saints, it's really throwing questions into your mind right now. Because it could be Joy Gold Lane, it could be not Joy Gold Lane, it could be Basha Roam, it could be Basha Jungle. I mean, I strongly suspected that Zetchian was going to be coming into the mix, right? Simply because of that, the double global alt combination. Zetchian and YSS it's still viable even now.
Yeah, because I mean the ones, both of them grants you vision, and I mean it comes in so clutch, especially when it comes to major objectives like the turtles and the Lord fights. And okay, with the Suyu, that sets it. That's going to be Baxia on Rome and Joy in Gold Lane. So, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the first match draft. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's go. If you need, look, this is difficult to determine because look, I like both teams' drafts, so I'm not going to go either way with this one. It's all going to come down to playing the objective and playing the player.
Yeah. So it's the battle up against. So it's going to be a Mimic up against Crack in the XP lane. That's going to be one of the early determining outcomes for this game. The same with Hashworth up against Con in the jungle. But really, all eyes, all attention. Right? Granted, we do know we're going to have an interesting battle. Moba Dad up against LV in the gold lane, but all eyes always focus on the mid lane right in the beginning. It's going to be a huge question of who's going to gain that mid lane dominance.
True, as we do see Anvi goes directly for those bushes here at the blue buff. Obviously, granting some vision. But yeah, bro, this match as a whole is going to be a peak match.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look at the Yuzong already went for the wave cut, and the pressure is now going to be placed here onto Hashworth in the jungle, and they steal the buff already. Nice play coming through from Saints. The block off wasn't there in time, as we said, it's this XP lane battle that's going on. Mimic with the wave cuts, using that advantage that he has up against the Arlot.
But yeah, Tokoloshi Zetchian picking up the red buff, and Mimic winning the battle against the Arlot in the XP lane. This is looking dire as Merlin gets the kill onto Khalid. So it's pretty much a 1-for-1 exchange.
Yeah. But though it's XP laner for Rome, this is not all that favorable for the side of Renab. And with Hashwath having to make these strange rotations here because he lost the buff, Khan, as we always talk about Khan's macro, he had full awareness of what needs to happen. He's just farming away to his heart's content. He's just got complete control of Hashwath's jungle just from the one play.
Yeah, and he's got 2 levels on Ashwalt on the Suyu. So let's see, we do see the engagement onto Arlo once more with that first skill combination coming in from Tokoloshi on the Zetian. However, in the opposite lane, we do see the rotation onto Mobadad as Lapu Lapu gets taken down. So that would be no Lapu for the rotation onto the turtle. Nice tactic coming in from Renab, not allowing Lapu Lapu to rotate for the turtle.
Yeah, but what I'm wondering, right, is why Hashwath is still sticking here in the gold lane. He should have actually went in for, the turtles up, right? And you can't contest for it without the level 4. Why don't you go for the steal on the red buff? That sticking around here is what cost your death. Oh, lovely feathered airstrike coming in from Fossa. Mountain Shocker comes through. Gyro just trying to protect this red buff to the best of his ability, but he's gonna need Arlott to come through to help him. But Arlott stuck in lane, taking too long to make the rotation across. Now the Black Dragon form comes out, and could this be a little bit too late in terms of rotations?
Well, we do see that Khalid gets taken down, and Joy getting a kill onto Lapu Lapu in the bot lane. So in theory, that's a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Nabjutsu. It's just past the 3-minute mark. It's 1 kill advantage in favor of Nabjutsu. However, Saints does have the 500 gold lead.
Yeah, massive gold lead. Oh, not massive, but like a decent gold lead on this feathered airstrike from Merlin once more. Gets the setup, but he needs somebody to block off Anvi, who Gyro does do that job. So now that rotations have been reset a little bit. So the advantage that they have, Saints, is still onto the YSS, which is a hero you wouldn't mind having that advantage onto. As we can see the poke damage here onto Khalid, and we could have overextended. We would expect to see, the Fury of the Phoenix coming through as the counter engagement is on Khan with the first phase of that Mountain Shocker. He's going to go in for the jungle invade as Ashwat on the Suyu dashes away, but Joy with the Electro Beats and the Vengeance. Oh my goodness, it's Khan almost escaping Ashwat, and Merlin getting that knockoff as they get a pick-off and a double. So even though Saints that beautiful early game pressure and rotation, right, Renab are sort of finding their way back into the game.
Oh, we do see the bravest fight.
Shit in, Suyu dancing away, but he's gonna get a kill in response. The Revitalize is out here from Khalid, but too much damage. Gyro just frontlining there, creating the space for Hashwat to get those pick-off kills and potentially a push here. But so far, map control pretty even from both sides.
Agreed, so. Agreed. Yeah, bro, this is...
beautiful Mountain Shocker, the escape from Khan. Merlin with a finisher. That was like some WWE stuff. I thought Khan got away with it, right? The next thing you know.
Yeah, next thing you know, bro. Next thing you know. As, what? Okay. We are golden. We're good to go. Junior-san, thank you.
Oh, you shouted out.
Junior-san, thank you for that super chat. Rah!
Thank you, Hashwath. Almost getting poked down there by Anvi. Meanwhile, Alvi there secures the objective, but oh my goodness, Joy has the option to get that Electro Beats. Timed it so nice, Alvi, but he has to now disengage here. Mobadad is into the mix. Oh, look at the outplay from Alvi. My goodness, that was some good individual skills there.
But in any case, BOWSTRING are securing a kill onto Mimikyu as we do see the feathered airstrike coming in from Merlin, just allowing Joy to get damage on to this tier 1 turret. First phase of the Mountain Shocker has been committed. Mountain Shocker lands onto Merlin. However, Hushwolf and Gyro just trying to get the zoning out as Albi comes in. Will we see the Electro Beach? Yes, Electro Beach is onto Zetian And Nabjutsu gets a kill. That's a 1-for-0 exchange at this moment. We do see the bravest fighter. Final slash coming in from Crack. Oh, 1-for-0 exchange. And third and final turtle going in favor of Nabjutsu. Nab getting the gold lead by 700 at this moment.
Yeah. So they do have a decent bit of map control, Renab. That's the what they were looking for, right? You've got a one turret advantage. As you can see, Cotton beautiful as always in terms of his ability to understand trade-offs. He went for that, but Renab did scout out that movement from him, knowing that they've got to keep things secured. But look at how Saints are setting up right now. This game is still on a knife edge. Granted, the kill count is in favor of Renab, but the gold lead is not massive as Crack is going in. Black Dragon Fork has been committed. There's Fury of the Phoenix, but it's Crack alone there in the backline. He's trying to do it, dish out some amount of damage, but it's going to be XP lane for XP lane exchange. However, Gyro has to disengage the fast out. The feathered airstrike. Is this going to be? Oh my goodness. Merlin with the Farsa setting up once more. Hushwat dishing out the damage. He's got the mobility. He dashes back to safety. It's a 3-for-1 exchange. And all of this with just under a minute to go for his Lord.
Yeah, bro, this is...
playing the mid lane turret.
Well, if the Koloshi can't defend it, I think Renab might be able to do so. But Mobadad is into the play as we do see the feathered airstrike coming in from Merlin once more. Bravest fighter into Nabjutsu's lineup. And final slash landing onto Mobadad. The flicker is into the play. Electro Beats has been committed and Suyu secures the kill onto Lapu Lapu. However, Yuzong gets the return as we do see the Mountain Shocker landing onto one more, and that's a shutdown kill coming in from Khalid onto the Suyu. That's a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of Saint Dynasty.
That would not be the timing that they were looking for. I think Over tried to extend and push the Lord, but Arlen dances in and out. Oh, it's Khan with the pickoff and the mid lane turret. Like you said, in terms of the timing of that fight, they had their advantage. They overplayed the hand there at that moment in time, and that was just before the Lord could spawn up. So lost mid lane turret and the advantage to take that Lord cleanly.
Bro, and there you can see the gold is once again in favor of Saint Dynasty. Like, the gold is shuffling between one another. But it seems like Saint Dynasty, well, look, at this moment of time and at this juncture, they're pretty much all over the place. As we do see the bravest fighter does land onto 2. The Fury of the Phoenix has been committed as well. Arlot gets taken down by the Lapu Lapu. Black Dragon form has been committed. Mountain Shocker not catching onto LV. However, they need to be careful because they are in a dead zone if Faza does land that feathered airstrike. As Joy tries to jump onto the back line, does pop the Vengeance. She is onto Mobadad, but Lapu Lapu does survive as Suyu jumps onto Mimic. However, the feathered airstrike coming into the mix, and Yuzong secures the kill onto Joy. Suyu getting a kill, but YSS turning around, and that's a double kill coming in from Hushwell. We do see the first phase of the Mountain Shocker gets committed. YSS jumps in, but oh, my word, triple kill going to Hushwell, and that's a 3-for-3 exchange. Make that a 3-for-4 exchange. Will Arlo be able to survive this engagement? Damn.
My goodness, this is some high skill plays from these individuals, right? It's just like dodges, missing, like just getting out of the range of certain skills at just the right time. I will say there though, right? The feathered airstrike, the positioning started off fine, but it was the players who managed to get themselves just outside the range. It couldn't have been as effective as, you know, the side of Renab would have wanted it to be. But that comes down to Saints' ability to reposition themselves. But we're back to square one with this. Once more, Con trying to set up that slow push. And when these slow pushes start, this is the moment in time where you could potentially have number advantage. So you can go in. There's going to be Alvi with the Electro Beats as Gyro gets a bit of knock up here onto Mimic, but Mimic turns around. Now the numbers advantages in the far side of Saints as they blow up the Bosch here. The space has been created. Mountain Shocker into the mix, but once more this feathered airstrike. They're hoping that he can get something done, but no, it had to have been cancelled off. Yuzong Mimic sets this up as Oshwat goes in. He gets to, but I think he's gonna get taken out. Oh my goodness. Will this be a full team wipe? It is a full team wipe. It's a 5-for-2 exchange. This now gives Saints the opportunity to end this first game, or at least take this Lord comfortably.
Yeah, they will take this Lord comfortably and get some tier 2 turrets with this second Lord. Well, actually, this is still the first Lord.
Yes.
Oh my word, 12-minute mark, bro. First Lord is still... there we go. First Lord going in favor of St. Dynasty. Yeah, bro, look, St. Dynasty would be able to achieve some advantage with this Lord, but they need to play smart here right now.
Yeah. They do, but it came down to that macro play, right? When Con pushed the lane. You have one of two options, and I always believe to take the second option is a better one, right? Allow them to push the lane and catch them in the middle of lane river on the way back. But Hushwap, what is he doing underneath the tier 2 turret?
That's reduced his Federation strike coming in from Faza. Mountain Shocker lands onto Faza. However, St. Dynasty is into the base with Mimic on the Black Dragon. We do see the stun onto Baxia, but YSS secures the kill onto Baxia, and Saints gets the tier 3 turret.
They're gonna go in for this full setup. They managed to take down another Arlot with the final slash, but they need to get the wave clear. They're trying to force everybody back. It's only Joy to defend this, but it should be a full team wipe going through. And the first game, first blood goes away of St. Dynasty.
Woo! Holy smokes, this was action-packed first match, bro. Con picking up the MVP with a YSS 11-4 and 11. And respectively on Renab, Hushwolf also picking up the MVP 10-6 and 9. So both junglers are picking up MVP in this first round. Question is, do you think Renab has got what it takes to take this to the sudden death round, or do you think Saints is going to take this in a clean sweep?
Well, look, in terms of the individual talents of the players on show, right? You can see that there's not much difference, though. You're looking at Saints macro, like you saw that early game rotation. Their macro is really good, but like Renab's micro is on point. I mean, they went back with that huge deficit and then came back very strong with these, like there's the ability of these players to really pull out some top plays, which is what happened. They got themselves into a winning position, and then I think teams have been studying Renab because they know that just before the Lord and just after the Lord, in terms of their macro, there's like some things that they need to figure out and work with and work on. Like the stuff we saw there with Con and his rotation to the bot lane to get the lane pushed in. As I was saying, right, there's just one or two things you can do there. You can either go and deal with the lane as it's being pushed in, or my preferable method, the one I prefer and love to see, is when someone's going to push the lane and most probably they're going to go through the river. And if you know you're going to have the advantage, I'd camp them on the way back. Allow the slow push to go through. It's not anything too worrisome, especially since it was before 12 minutes. Even if it gets all the way to the tier 3, it's just going to pop that holy shield. You're not going to lose a tier 3 turret. You get the picker. Yeah, you said.
Sorry, bro, you
like,
just need to move up, please.
Oh, do I? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's like you can get the pickup onto the jungler, and then that really gives you the position to, take Lord.
Yeah, it does. All right, lobby sorted out. Yeah, bro, but look, holy smokes, this first match, this was entertaining. And Barsos, thank you for the super chat. And I suppose I need to say this, but the horse is here, right? And for those of you that doesn't know what horse means, it's rabbit. So the rabbit is here, all right? Or there in the chat, shall I say it? But yeah, okay, let's look at what the bans will be for the second round of matches.
Right, we're waiting to see what's going on here with the bans.
Chat, what's your thoughts and opinion about this first match? What do you think? Do you think Saints is going to take this in a clean sweep fashion, or do you think that Renab might take this into a sudden death round? Spam 1 if you think Saints is going to take 2 if you think Renab is going to take this to a sudden death round. Because, look, I'm going to be honest, Renab, they had a very good game, especially turning the tides onto Saint Dynasty. It was looking very dire for Saint Dynasty. It looked like they were lost for a moment, and I'm probably going to receive some shade from. Okay, just waiting for the delay. All right, that should do it. Yeah, perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back up and running. I just needed to restart the streaming software, but we are good to go, and we are going to jump into the second match in this best of 3 series. Saint Dynasty up against Nabjutsu, and for those of you who hasn't been here for the first match, Saints has got the match point at this moment, but Nabjutsu with the first ban inside of the drafting phase.
Right, so team swapping through this time around. Renab with a first pick, first ban. We should expect to see some of those. They did use flex picks quite nicely in the drafting
Come on,
phase.
Dexter. It's our showtime.
Oh, banning out the Claude. Interesting. It means that could we expect to see a carry in the gold lane?
Well, that could be a possibility, but I obviously with the Freya also being banned out, I am reading the carry plays, but let's see if Saints can see this, as we do see Yuzong being the first ban. So this is going to be an interesting XP matchup, because now if you need to think about it, right, what XP laners are left that you are familiar with, both Renab and Saint Dynasty? There's a CC still open, Arlord has been removed, Yuzong has been removed. So that leaves Lapu and CC pretty much, as the Renab removes the Kalia.
Kalia ban is a solid one. It means that they've got a definite idea as to what they want to draft. Right, so it's the first pick that's coming through. Let's see if they go for that flex pick, or if they've got a strategy in mind that they decide to lock onto.
Especially with the carry being open, right? And if Renab is going to pick up the carry, right, that means they are expecting or looking at picking up a tanky lineup. Okay, there we go. Alice. That would mean crack with the Alice in the XP lane. And be showing us Tigreal. That's and Mobadad with the Nana. Do you think Saints is going to pick up the Nana in gold lane again, like they did the other evening?
Possibly. I mean, look, Nana didn't do too badly, right? I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a weird one for the gold lane, but not a bad one. But oof, these two picks coming through from the side of Saints. This is a lot of early aggression. So the side of Renab, they've got to get something to deal with the early game aggression that will come through from the Leomord and the Hilda. Like we always say, Saints is one of the best counter jungling teams, if not the best counter jungling team in the server. So you have to be aware that they love this early game aggression, where we were expecting the carry pick to come through. And well, the Minnow was also one that you'd say was expected because of the Alice pick. Those two heroes go hand in hand, but Scorpy, it's not the Minnow is not the best at dealing with early game aggression.
No, not. Definitely not. But I'm looking at the set potential coming from Renab right now, bro. The Throne of Ruin with the Minoan Fury, I mean, we've seen how deadly that can be. But Mobadad going for the Moskov, so it's going to be Moskov against the carry in the gold lane.
Yeah. Moskov, right, it's just going to give them that late game insurance, that split push ability. So they're hedging their bets here, but Saints, in terms of their draft, they know they've got this early game aggressive composition, but once it hits late game, if they can translate that early game aggression into a successful start, you're going to need somebody who's going to be able to allow you to control the map better, because mid game is all about map control. We got to see it in the first matchup. Both teams started off, it was St. Dynasty on top first in the early game. Renap came back, the game swung in their favor, and then slowly Saints took that squeeze on in the mid game.
And it will soon be your burial ground.
All right, interesting. Lapu and Zushin being the final bands. I'm very curious to see what Mimic is going to pick up in the XP lane, especially against the Alice. Esmeralda is actually not a bad pick.
Esmeralda, but Lucas
Your
as
team
well
is picking.
can deal with the Alice to a certain degree. Though we would expect the Alice to be able to out-rotate the Lucas in the early parts of the game, and well, she scales really well. But it'll be a fairly balanced matchup in the XP lane.
Yeah, well, let's see how this plays out. Merlin and Hushwell with the final pick. What do you think Hushwell is going to pick up? Potentially Hayabusa or Lance?
I will be the shadow behind her light.
Okay. Merlin picking up the Vexana and Hushwell going, well, pretty much with his main, the Alucard.
Rise, flames,
Well,
rise.
Alucard can work into this lineup because, I mean, let's think about it, right? Alucard's biggest problem is crowd control. And where's the crowd control coming from? Maybe the Valier or the Vela, right? But that's only for like a fraction of a second, and if you can avoid that second skill of his, because he only gets to use it once, and it's got a lengthy delay in the course of a team fight. This Alucard pick is not too bad. Also, at the same time, right, it'll give Hilda a bit of a pause if you're going to try to invade Alucard.
It is, and it's most definitely going to. But look, I'm going to say Tokoloshi did cook with the Valor the last time he played with it. Went 16-1 and something, but let's see how this does work out. This is the second match of the evening. This is the second in the best of 3 series. Will Renab get the one up here and take us into the sudden death round, or will Saints conquer and go straight to the grand finale?
Nice spot out here from Gyro as he's forcing Envy back. But Hilda just wants to stick around here, cause a little bit of consternation. But Gyro is just basic attacking away. He's like, you can be a warrior lady, right? I'm the cow with the axe. I'm just gonna bash you a little bit while you're coming back into the jungle.
I'm so glad that the one thing that League of Legends didn't bring over, Mobile Legends didn't bring over from League of Legends. League of Legends also has that the one cow, also a roamer, right? And these down cues are like, bro, not age appropriate. Okay, they're not age appropriate. So.
Yeah, yeah. So some things are better left, not in there. But I'm just watching this battle of the XP laners here. Momik up against Crack. Gets a lot of poke damage, this Alice. But so far, Gyro doing an excellent job of just zoning Envy away. He's eliminating that power of the Hilda in the early game. Sacrificing a bit of health for this, right? But he's gotten his jungler to a comfortable level 4. Although a bit of a strange rotation, shall I say, from Harshward there. So he's going to be slightly delayed in terms of farm behind Khan. And in terms of getting set up, the final wave is through. Crack has to be a bit careful if he wants to try to get his level 4. He's going to have that ability to disengage. He's going to get caught out here. But he baited them with that first skill of his. Will turn around, have that level 4, can go in for the throne rune. But oh, look. At Renab, they made the rotation to the top. They sacrificed Turtle, and they should be able to cover this up. But they're going to need Crack to be able to deal with the invade that's going to come in here. Not die. Pops that Throne of Ruin, is dealing with a 3v1 situation. Meanwhile, I think we should see the mid lane, the top lane turret potentially fall. No. It's going to get taken care of by Mobadad.
As we do see on both sides, there's a jungle invade as Hushwell does secure the red buff. But Leomord did take the Alucard's red buff, but Hashwell taking a lot of damage coming in here from the Moskov, as we do see Anvi coming in with the healer. Will we see the chase on? The Phantom Steed has been committed. Will Merlin fall? Yes, Mimic secures the kill onto Vexana. However, the Unleash the Beast has been committed. Will Renab get caught out under the tier 1 turret, as we do see Moskov gets a kill onto Alucard. However, Carry responds with the double kill, and Minnow takes down the healer. That's a 3-for-1 exchange. Makes that a 4-for-1 exchange, going in favor of Nabjutsu.
My goodness. That heal coming through from Gyro on that Minotaur was absolutely clutch. And Carry is really starting to come online.
Yeah.
Very early.
Very early. I mean, this is just before the 4-minute mark. It's 3 kills advantage in favor of Nabjutsu. Nabjutsu also has a 1.2k gold lead. And, yeah, bro, I'm not going to lie. This crowd control that Renab is going to have, especially hitting here at the 8-minute mark, 8 to 10-minute mark, this is going to be hard to deal with. Phantom Steve getting committed from the Leomord. He engages onto the Alucard. Have a Throne of Ruin gets committed, and the Spear of Destruction lands onto Vexana. Healer secures the kill onto Alucard, and Tokalashi takes down the Vexana, and oh my word, the piercing strike coming in from Khan, and that is a 3-for-0 exchange in favor of St. Dynasty, but Renab securing a tier 1 turret in the top lane, and this second turtle just spawned.
Yeah, layering of the skills there were just not on point. They all went for different targets. They left Merlin exposed in that situation. Just the positioning of that engagement, right? It was just not layered very, very well. And with that, they've lost themselves the second turtle of the game.
Agreed. And just like that, bro, it's evened out. Saints returning the gold lead and taking the second turtle. And Lindo to it's 1 in favor of St. Dynasty, as we do see Saints coming for the rotation onto the Blue Bluff jungle.
There's the Phantom Steed into the backline. Alucard has to disengage. Gyro is the one going to be pulled back. He does have that, does not have the Minoan Fury. Goes in with a heal and the knockup. Oh, we see the follow-up as it's going to be Alucard. He's blowing through everybody in the backline, but he's going to get taken out by Tokorosh. And that Spear of Destruction from Mobadad just on point. Alice trying to get something recovered, but will be CC'd up and almost taken down. Crack underneath the turret, but will Mobadad fall in response? No, he just escapes. That's a full team wipe.
Full team wipe in favor of St. Dynasty. However, Renab, they did secure 2 kills. And misclick. As we do see the engagement onto Moskov from the carry and the Minnow, as the kill has been secured onto Moba Dad. 1-for-0 exchange. Yeah,
once more, this battle has been quite tense, though. Alucard's not having the most fun time in this game, as we would have thought he would have. Right? It's just, like I said, it just comes down to those layering abilities. Leomord 1, 2, and 7 compared to Alucard's 1, 3, and 2. But Alucard still has that potential to get himself ready and set. Leomord engaging here to Gyro. Oh, baited out the Minoan Fury. Now this is going to be big. It's 20 seconds to go for the next turtle. Hilda with the poke away. Renab will have to disengage from this fight. There's no winning now without that Minoan Fury being available.
No, and we do see Moscow focusing onto a second tier 1 turret, securing yet another turret in favor of St. Dynasty. St. Dynasty, they're trying to put the screws on the wheels right now.
Yeah. They are. I think at that moment in time, Renab had the opportunity to push the mid lane in. Were a little bit slow in response once they saw that bot lane pushed in, right? Harshwell making a good play on the top in terms of going to get a bit of control. But Hilda forcing him back to a bit of safety. But once more, look at Chocolate, right? He's just no fear.
No.
On a value.
Doesn't it sound like a familiar name?
Yeah. Lovely jungle invade coming through here as the Saints are putting the pressure. There's a Phantom Steed. Alice into the backline. Gets the Throne of Ruin onto everybody. LV popping the light wheels. But repositioning here from Mimic. The chase is on, but they managed to take down Mimic. However, the fight continues. It's a 2-for-1 exchange as the frontliners from the side of Saints, they're dishing out that damage. I want to try to defend this mid lane. I don't think that's going to be a wise option right now. You're going to have to, without the numbers advantage, as it's going to be Crack who pays for it. But Auschwald into the mix, gets a kill in response. But did he overextend here? He wants to try to go in onto Khan. Khan with the pick off.
Ooh, Leomord says, you're brave enough to come in with your Nimbus Cloud and try and take me on. I will get my passive to burn you. Oh. So it's at the 8.5.
This game going very much like the first one.
Yeah.
In terms of like Green with a strong performance in the early game, and then Saints there. Their macro is just beautiful to witness.
Agreed. So it's at just before the 9-minute mark. Saint Dynasty with a 4 kills advantage, as well as a 5k gold lead. Moskov just pretty much pushing here at the bot lane. Alice getting taken solo. Spear of Destruction not landing onto the Alice.
Yeah, and big Holy Shield has been popped. Though the side of Lenab have the potential to come back. Their comeback will be delayed, but roughly around 2 minutes. If they can get the bit of patience being shown, even if they sacrifice the first Lord, it's not the end of the world. Because you've got that power spike that's going to happen in roughly around 2 to 3 minutes time. Gyro going in. There's the Minoan Fury. Alice into the backline. We're trying to get that Throne of Ruin set. Gyro's trying to escape, but the turnaround is in there. Now the Throne of Ruin gets popped as they finally manage to take down Khan. But it's going to be Mimic into the backline. They need to get the stuns here onto Mimic, but he's just eating everybody up. There's the Unleash the Beast. And it's going to be a 1-for-2 exchange. But of overextension, but Crack, he went in a little bit late. Has to flicker back to safety. They're going in here. Movadan, he senses the opportunity to get the lock onto the base. Can they take him down? He's got so much sustain. He's taking everybody out. Oh my goodness. What a play from Movadan.
A 3-for-2 exchange overall. I was completely missing that on the map because I was looking at the engagement. Yeah, and the plays.
You're not the only one.
But Mimic just unfortunately crossing the line of the turret and allowing the turret to pick up the kill onto him. Oh, bro, what are we watching? What are we experiencing right now on our screens?
Yeah, this is. I mean, we've been saying this with. We got at least 4 of the top, maybe 6 teams in the server, in the mix, right? The only 2 teams, okay, they weren't in the tournament, right? But are definitely strong contenders up with these, the 2 that we're witnessing now and the 2 that we'll see later, is maybe Void and EQ.
Agreed. I mean, both teams, Void and EQ that you mentioned right now, had a very... Oh, Spear of Destruction landing onto Alucard. Mobadan is onto Aloe. Will Aloe get the kill? Yes, sir. What a kill coming in from Harshwell.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? The Unleash the Beast was maybe 0.01 seconds too late to cancel out the recall.
Harshwell is probably going like, phew, at least. But looking at this rotation, right, the Lord is barreling down the bot lane. But look at Aloe. He's going for that top lane push, that slow push.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. At least you clear one wave. You know things are going to be a little bit uneven. You're going to have to sacrifice the tier 2 turret in the mid lane to defend the Lord that's going to come through. That push coming through from Mobadad. I mean, we expected that from the time the draft was in the mix. But there's the Spear of Destruction. Does land onto 2. Valor with that push back onto everybody. Oh, the blow up is right here. Saints with the execution on point. They take down, but it's a 3-for-1 exchange. The counter. It's going to be Harshwald on the Alucard. He takes out everybody. He gets shut down by Takarosh, but he just saved his team there in that engagement.
What a clutch save. At the 12.5-minute mark, kills have balanced out. It's only well, a 2k difference between the two teams. Make that a 1.6k difference between the teams. That's not really much.
Yeah, the goal, but there was one big thing. The big thing is the tier 3 turret that has been taken down.
Yes.
Granted, it is manageable. You can come back from this. There's the engagement here under Chakura. She turns around, pops that ultimate, throws out the second skill. It's going to be Alice. Crack taking way too much damage. Has the mobility to disengage, but is going to get caught out. There's the Minoan Fury. Knock up onto everybody. Gyro with the set. LV with the pickoffs. And, oh, actually, no. That was Gyro securing other kills later.
Yeah.
But there's the Phantom Steed into the back line. It's Minnow with the stun once more. They want to try to pressurize this mid lane turret, but I think the defensive capabilities from the side of Saints is way too strong. They got the chase on. They want to take down Mopedad, but it's going to be Khan and Mopedad. Oh, as Murmic tries to get something turned around. The heals. We were talking about this 12-minute power spike. It all depended on that Flask of Oasis from the Minnow. Gyro setting up once more, putting in like almost an MVP performance from him so far.
Yeah, bro. Like, the crowd control is coming in play right now. That and this is what we expected from Renab coming into this late stages, especially with that Minoan Fury, the Throne of Ruin. This is beautiful. And then as well, you can add the first skill from Vexana as well, just for that extra annoyance.
Yeah, the Vexana pick was a lovely pick. As now they've got the Lord, but are they going to overextend? No, they decide to play the discipline game, but Spirit of Destruction, they want to take, oh, the flicker from Merlin, want to get the full combination. He goes for the Eternal Guard, but Mopedad's like, I need to get out from here. This Vexana and a mini Lord, it's a problem.
Will he get caught out? Mopedad returns to base. Ivo, I showed the items like 2 or 3 times already. What is going on here, chat? This is for the 4th time.
All right, so lovely from Saints at this moment in time. They've got that lane equilibrium not distributed properly, but there's the engagement here onto Khan with that Phantom Steed. He has the mobility to get away, but look at this from Saints. Their in-game management. Experience is such a huge thing. We know that Renab is a young team. They've just gotten themselves into the mix right now. There's the Spear of Destruction. It's going to be Harshworth. He's going to get engaged upon. He's going to get taken down here in the bot lane. They will try to chase Merlin on that Vexana. They should be able to catch Merlin out. He's trying to do his best to survive through this, but that's a 2-for-nothing exchange. No tier 3 turrets, but I think Renab might be happy with at least removing most of the tier 2s.
Yeah, agreed. Alright, chat, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't worry. No stress. I'm just trolling. I'm trolling. Any case, yeah, bro. Stats wise, Renab is ahead, but not map control wise. And that's really...
That's what counts.
Yeah, that's what counts. Phantom Steed getting
There's the
committed by
engagement.
Khan. And as we do see, Mopedad does focus onto the tier 3 turret, however, no minion waves left. Alice just popping off her first skill, not acting on that, how can we say, that instant transmission on Alice's first skill.
Yeah, now the engagement onto Hilda. They see the opportunity to catch up. Cut. They go in once more. It's Gyro with the set and Harshworth with the finishes as a mega kill goes the way of LV as well. This was 2 good pickups. That means they can now put some pressure, try to gain some map control. Merlin is managing the waves. I think this is the right option, allowing Vexana with that insanely good wave clear to just delay the pushes coming through from Mopedad.
Agreed, but yeah, Nabjutsu just going for those 2 pickups, bro. And well, look, Khan and Anvi will be up for the next Lord, and they will potentially leave this Lord. No, okay, Nabjutsu setting up. I don't think they're going to leave this Lord to turn into the 18-minute Lord.
No. That would be too dangerous of a play. I mean, granted, it would be in an ideal world, in an ideal situation, you'd be able to do this. But they really need to get this done before like Khan can even come close, and they do manage to do that. Now it's all about the disengage. Can they get this done? Alice just holding the line. baiting out those skills. And it's a question now, because we've seen this from Renab in the past, right? I would say the past, we mean yesterday. Where they'll get themselves a Lord into a good position and then not use the Lord to their maximum capabilities. Can they get that issue? Have they gotten that issue sorted out in the last 24 hours?
Well, let's see. I do see only one immortality at this minute mark, bro. And that immortality is on the carry. So, yeah, it seems like Renab will be storming to finish this. But the question is, will they be...
Yeah, they're going for this mid lane push here. The Lord already down to half health. The mini Lord into the backline. The follow-up. The Throne of Ruin into the Minoan Fury now gets set up. Do they take everybody? It's gonna be a 4-for-nothing exchange. Only Khan left alive. That's a full team wipe. We're going to game 3.
We're going to game 3, but oh my whiskers. What a set coming in from the Vexana. That was... perfect timing with that first skill, second skill, Eternal Guard, bro. Just landing onto the Moskov and the Valor, and that was done for Saint Dynasty. Whew. In any case, MVP going to LV and the MVP going to Tokoloshi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into the sudden death round. Both teams picking up their first loss in this series. And imagine having their first loss against one another each.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to skip out on this game, Scarpy. I've got that business meeting coming up.
Perfect weather
So,
for a desert
I'm so
adventure.
excited to see what happens, but sadly, I'm going to have to watch it on the stream while I was here with this. So, Scarpy, I know you're going to do the third game justice. I will see you after the meeting.
Alright. Alright. Whew. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just quickly going to just pop on a song or let you listen to the finish of that other song that was playing. I just quickly need to step away. Nature is calling. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Still kiss on your mouth, every truth falling out. You say stop, I say more. You were mine before the war. Chains wrapped around sound. When I move, you go down. You don't fight, you submit. Every drop, every hit. Look at me, don't look away. You already lost the game. Every move that you make is a mistake. Touch me, break me, one need me. Hands up, lose your breathing. This is Cupid's clash. Bodies under my command. Touch me, break me, one need me. Heartbeat, stop repeating. This is Cupid's clash. Love is not in your hands. Slow it down, feel the sound. All your walls falling down. Say it loud, say it true. Who controls you?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Sorry if I caught you in an anticlimactic moment. And Average Joe, as you can see, I can't read your message right now on stream, but I will get back to your message in a jiffy. In a jiffy. Alright, but just looking at the lobby bands, it is Alucard, Minotaur, Arlord, and Yu Zong. So good luck and have fun to both teams. Let's go. Alright, and into the third and final match between Saint Dynasty and Nabjutsu. Here we go. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Stokoloshi's got the first band. It's a drafting seat.
No one can escape my iron fist.
Banning
team
out the
is
badang.
banned.
First ban being the badang. Obviously, they don't want Gyro to pick up the badang.
The clouds
As
are
we
ever
do see
shifting.
Renab
Your
just to
team
respond with the
remains
Sora ban.
steadfast.
Yuzong being out, Arlord being out, so we will probably expect the Alice getting picked up from Renab again. But let's see. Let's see.
Muscle of iron.
Your team is
I
banned.
will. I will read the message. I promise. I just can't now. I can't read it. Okay, I'll tell you what. After this match is done, I'll read your message. I promise.
This land is our
All right,
homeland.
Gacha and
it will
Lapu
soon be our burial
Lapu
ground.
being the responsive bands. Moba Dad with the first pick for Saint Dynasty. Obviously, Moba Dad will swap out. Potentially Anvi or Mimic with the first pick. Or it could be Con.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale.
Your team
I
is
swear to
picking.
protect it till
Mimic
my
picking
last
up the
breath.
Freya for Saint Dynasty. Obviously, that is to Freya being a flex pick at this moment. Obviously, Freya's picked up to counter the
May
carry.
the blood of my enemies
Crack picks
flow
up the
from my
Mincetar.
Welcome
Gyro
to
going for the
World's
grab.
Castle,
Team
tiny
is
friend.
Woo. This is solid picks coming in from Nabjutsu. Oh, he can still come. I'll just share my screen. It's not a problem. He can come. He can come.
What time is it?
It's Onyx time! As Khan picks up the joy,
Payback.
Tokoloshi goes with the Faza and Alvi. Don't pick the carry, bro. Don't pick the carry. Don't pick it. Do not pick the carry because you don't know where Freya is going to be playing. Kind sir. Okay, so that potentially means...
I am not the only
Yeah, okay.
one bound
No,
by
not
these
potentially.
chains.
This definitely means Mincetar in the gold lane, Phobius in the XP lane. Give us a Christoffer. Osh tokkelosh, away bro, like it near away. Ek is... Ja, 'n boer en 'n soutie. Daar is glad nie fout nie. I'll see where and how
Let's
I
fight
can
to our
slaughter
heart's
what.
content.
Your team
In any
is
case,
banned.
Lucas being the final ban coming in from Nabjutsu. Moba Dad with the response.
Butterflies born.
Alright,
by thy
Saint
wish.
Dynasty
Is
removing
guided
Zushin
by
from the
lantern's
equation.
light.
So this obviously means Merlin is going to be picking up the Zetian. Dun, 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 dun.
The
Your
southern
team is
seas
picking.
are my domain.
Alright, Merlin picking up the Kadita. Anvi showing us Hylos and Moba Dad. The Guinevere actually might not be a bad pick.
I'm born with talent.
Ready to
Your team is picking.
Okay, Anvi picking up the Hylos, Moba Dad going for the Gwyn. Hushwealth with the final pick for the side of Nabjutsu. This draft is looking very, very much interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, on the panel with me right now, we've got Shroomsy.
Lekker. How you doing, bro?
I can't complain. I
all
complain.
unforgivable.
I see Jasmine is complaining about my Afrikaans on stream as Hushwealth picks up the Gushin. What do you think of this draft so far?
What's this draft, dude? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like this seems like some 12-star mythic drafting. I mean, the Kadita with a Grok, that doesn't work as well. And then along with that also you have Gushin against the Guinevere, against the Joy. And then you have the far side. Now, I just don't like either of the drafts, to be honest. The Dynasty a little bit less, but yeah, I still don't like it.
All right, there's just a little bit of a static on your end, so just
Legend.
reboot and refresh, and let's go into the third and final match of this first semi-finals of the evening.
All troops
Deploy. Smash them! Ugh, I can 1v9 with Angela here. Circuit? Really? Alright.
Circuit can 1v9 with anyone.
Really? You think so?
Bruh, but the circuit is goated. Let's be honest.
Alright, Renab obviously starting on their blue buff. We do see Tokolosh and Anvi with the Faza just scouting out onto the blue, red buff. So we will see Con coming for this early small jungle. Oh no, going for the Litho. And then small camp invade. Yeah, there we go. Obviously not wanting the Gushin to come online very early. And look at this.
But Gushin is one of those snowball-based heroes.
Exactly. And especially if he goes for that shotgun build. I mean, Gushin can give anyone PTSD if he's in the right hands. So let's see, we do see the knockback coming in from Grok onto Hylos. The wall has been committed. However, Joy is going to go for that full jungle clear in the bot jungle.
I mean, it's not a bad choice, especially if you know you are going up against Cho. Like, Cho loves farming, taking as much farm as he can. So taking away his own farm definitely helps a bit. But, oh, what a clutch flicker there by MOBA Dad. Yo, that was close, bro. That's a chat I know.
Yeah, just escaping that plays from Gushin. He didn't have the incandescence just yet. But a first turtle is up in the next 10 seconds.
I mean, 10 seconds, they seem to still be camping. I mean, they have the early game advantage with this Freya into the mix, but it's going to be tough, especially looking at the team fight capabilities coming out from the side of St. Dynasty. It all depends on if they can pick off someone before engaging.
Yeah, agreed. And just looking at Nabjutsu's crowd control again once more. I mean, Grok is going to be the trigger point coming in from Renab as we do see the incandescence does land onto Mimic. However, the Valkyrie's descent was committed and the first blood onto Phobia. So first kill going in favor of St. Dynasty. And we do see a blue buff invade coming in from Saints as Guinevere gets a solo kill onto the Minstar in the top lane, and Freya just turning around and picking up 2 kills.
Oh, bro, that's crazy. I mean, Freya is like the Gushin. You don't want to feed a Freya. And with that being said, this is now open jungle for the side of St. Dynasty. They're going to steal as much small camps as possible just to keep him at bay because you don't want that Gushin fed. And they have a lot of burst ability come out from the Freya and the Guinevere. So I'm really thinking this is going to be the draft to end at 12 minutes.
This is beautiful. Rotations coming in from Saints at this moment. Obviously, look, we didn't expect Renab to pick up a 1-up onto Saints, especially in the second match. But I mean, Renab, we've seen it. Saints having the advantage early on. Renab coming around. Joy with the Electro beats onto the back line. We do see the King's calling has been committed. Incandescence does take out the Joy. However, the Valkyrie's descent is into the play as well. Will Crack get caught out here as Freya is focusing hard. But Tokoloshi with a Feather Day strike on to the Mincetar, and Gyro takes a lot of damage. But I think this will be retreat call coming in from Saints.
I mean, it was a beautiful counter gauge coming out from Nabjutsu. I mean, but committing that many ultimates to take down the Joy, if it's worth it, I don't know. But I mean, clutch flickers nonetheless coming out from both teams, so it's definitely something they can look out for. But here comes Con once again with a Joy, looking for the angle. Unfortunately, not being able to take that. And now the full exchange. Incandescence is there with the feathered airstrike. Glorious pathway, allowing Hylas to barely escape. Merlin is looking for the angle, but I don't think he will commit commit just yet.
Yo, bro, look at Saints suffocating the Goshen in his own jungle. I mean, committing the feathered airstrike at the blue buff to keep Renab just at bay. Hylos is going to scout out to see what is happening at the blue buff, and then Saints is just like, you know what, let it rip. Let's go. Feathered airstrike, everything has reduced it. Tectonic charge does land onto Khan. I have a Hush Wealth into the play as well with the Gushin. The first two has been committed. A feathered airstrike coming in, but Merlin securing the second turtle of this match with the rough waves on the Kadita.
Oh, the fight continues. Loyal Pathway is there. They are looking for some time by angle, but there is the beautiful set up from Guinevere. Mobach doing the job. They got a double kill. They lost the turtle, but it's with blue buff invaders also.
Yeah, as we do see Anvi Mimic taking the red buff right now. Obviously, Gushin will come back for this rotation, but the question is, will they know? Okay, Anvi Hilo scouting out the Kadita, does get the stun onto Kadita, however, Mimic does take the red buff away from Gushin. Gushin is underfarmed. We do see the hook coming in from Crack. However, no avail. Oh, feathered airstrike lands on the Crack! Oh, no! This is a...
that was clutch plays.
This is a different match coming in from... Oh, different plays coming in from St. Dynasty, bro. It's as if they took the second match very personal. It's like everyone locked in right now.
I mean, it's definitely looking that way, but they just can't disrespect the side of Nabjutsu. I mean, Ilo's being caught out there, being taken down. Ilo's not the one you mind losing in that exchange, but no, Merlin is there, Flicker onto Tokalashi, but there is the knock-up. Will he get taken down? And that is a kill, but now the Valkyries descend as they descended upon Merlin. They're looking for the angle. Merlin will pay with his life, and there is Guinevere as well. Crack has been eliminated. Time to go back to the Brai.
Yeah, that Violet Requiem. Pretty much just waiting for the Mincer top, because you could see the Gwyn just waiting in the bush, not showing any vision, wanting Renab to try and do something at that team fight or that solo fight.
I mean, he knew his team got it, so rather went for the camping angle, which wasn't a bad call. I mean, that Mincer is kind of the main counter engager. If you can get the King's Calling onto the correct targets, it's definitely going to bode a bit trouble. But here comes a counter engage coming out from St. Dynasty. They're looking for the angle, but I don't think they will fully commit. The airstrike is there. Wall, and there's a flicker coming out from Fulvius. They're looking at the angle now for
Oh, tectonic charge landing from Grok. However, Alfie is taken down by Moba Dad, and the St. Dynasty has... Oh, they left the third turtle. They might as well... Okay, no, Khan is going to start it up. Might as well just leave the turtle and let it spawn into the first Lord. And just pretty much secure more objectives, because they've been zoning the life out of Gushin right now. Gushin. Listen to me.
yeah, it's Gushin. Gosh. So that's a brother of the new hero that's coming in. Honestly, I'm excited to see what this new hero is going to bring to the table. It's either going to be very broken or it's going to be another dead hero.
What was a dead hero on new release, bro?
I don't know, it's a long... but I mean, there's a lot they can do. They're looking for the angle onto the Gushin. Glorious Pathway is there. Now the card is looking for the dash around, but I don't think they will commit. They are under turtle, waiting for the follow-up from the team now. He gets the beats rolling.
Alright, that was a 1-for-0 exchange going in favor of Saints. So, it's at the 8.5-minute mark. It is 7 kills advantage in favor of St. Dynasty. And whew, look at that gold lead. That's a 6k gold lead in favor of Saints right now.
Now, the problem is the main death is in the hands of LV and Crack. The side laners are definitely struggling. They need them to come online before they can do anything in this regard. And especially Crack, bro. Crack, is the Mincer is the main initiator, I want to say. So he needs to, I don't want to say wake up, but get those triggers ready.
Yeah, agreed. But look, for me, looking at Phobius in the gold lane, that's also not the pick for me. But however, we do see the glorious pathway and the Electro Beats getting committed from St. Dynasty. King's Calling is into the mix. However, he does not land the hook onto anyone. However, the Valkyrie's Descent has been committed. Electro Beats is onto Albi, but Grok secures the kill onto Joy, and Hylos needs to retreat here as we do see Mimic trying to continue this engagement, but it's a hippity boppity, skippity boppity smash coming in from Phobius, and what a turnaround. Gushin picking up a double kill. First Lord just spawned.
Oh, they did overstep a bit. I mean, they had them waste a lot of ultimates. They should have just backed off and went for the Lord. Confidence took a little bit over there, and they became way too greedy. And now, with that being said, now Renab is in position to take this Lord. I mean, they have the positioning. It all comes down, honestly, to this Guinevere Flicker play coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see that spatial migration or Flicker spatial. Oh, Feathered Airstrike coming in from Tokoloshi. Gushin nearly getting taken down. However, Mincetar gets a kill onto Faza. However, rough waves coming in from Kadita, but Mobadad gets eliminated. Joy with the Electro Beats onto Mincetar, and Joy barely escaping with her life. But this Valkyrie's Descent, bro, doing so much. Gyro getting eliminated. That's a 2-for-2 exchange, and well, make that a 2-for-3 exchange. But First Lord going in favor of Nabjutsu.
Oh, definitely. They honestly, both teams just need to stack up onto that magic defense, because a lot of the playmakers, the burst ability comes down from magic dealers. I mean, Guinevere, Faza, Gush, and Kadita is all burst type heroes. So if they get the correct itemization, it's going to be way different game.
Agreed. As we do see, the blue buff has been stolen from Gushin once more. Ashwell did try and secure it with the retry, and with what's that? These blades that he throws.
I don't know what the blades are called, to be honest. I just know the Altus Incandescence, which is basically just a reset. Ooh, the play there! What a beautiful set onto Crackdust Crusader. Will not get the kill, but now the Valkyries Descent is there. It's got a chance to follow up. They're looking for the angle. Here comes a glorious pathway. The flicker comes out from Albi. They're looking for the tower. There's a flicker from Mobachat under the turret. The feather is trying to follow up, and now Electro Beats is onto the backline, and that is General Cho taken down. It's a 3-4-0, and this is the mid lane that's going to fall.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, well, St. Dynasty just securing that back up. It's 8 kills advantage in favor of St. Dynasty with a 6.2k gold lead. Feathered Airstrike getting committed, obviously, onto the Kadita. Kadita getting taken out. What a delayed
bro,
death.
lethal ignition, clutch there.
Yeah, so that's all tier 2 turrets taken down in favor of St. Dynasty. We do see the pool coming in. Tectonic charge lands onto 3, onto the King's Calling. Feather Airstrike has been committed. Phobius trying to get onto the backline. The Electro Beats onto Gushin, and Gushin has been eliminated. Joy currently on a double kill. Will the turret take it down? No, sir. St. Dynasty just standing in the Renab space. Oh, Gyro, sus man.
Okay.
Flickering.
Okay. I respect the kill, but if the flicker's worth it, that I don't know. I mean, you are in the final base defense, and they need it. There's a knock-up. They're looking for the angle onto Merlin. The tower gets taken down, and that is Gyro falling with his life. They are taking 2 turrets, but I think this will be the end of the fight.
Yeah, we will see Mimic and Tokoloshi disengaging from Renab's base, because it is 15 seconds away from the second Lord of the match. This has been a high kill count match.
Yeah, I mean, the next Lord is up, and honestly, this is the Lord they can end it with. They just need to keep their positioning on point. I mean, it was a beautiful flicker there from the Mincetar, followed up with the Tectonic Charge, but they just were lacking some damage. I mean, they are behind on gold, about 9k. Seems like they know this is the ending angle, so they are going for the contest. We will see the backline dive coming out. It all comes down to the play from Crackdust.
Yeah, as we do see, the glorious pathway has been committed. The rough raves getting committed as well. Valkyrie's Descent onto Gushin. I have a father with a Feathered Airstrike securing a kill onto Merlin once more. Gyro so low, but he gets taken down by the Electro Beats, and that is a full team wipeout. Saint Dynasty taking this match in the semi-finals and will go through to the grand final. Did I just hear crickets? I heard crickets. Whose emote caused the crickets?
I don't know what you heard, but I don't know who made the crickets. But anyway, we present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the first grand finalist for the Cupid Clash. It is Saint Dynasty.
What? Yeah, Saints going through, being your first grand finalists. Finalists, right? There's your Christopherson moment, Average Joe, if you're still in the chat, right? So Mimic picking up the MVP 9, 1, and 10. Crack and Alvi going home. Well, not going home, but taking 2 chocolates home tonight. And they need to sleep on that. But nonetheless, Nabjutsu, this is not their final match. They will be competing against either Baby Oil Bandits or Evil Inc., depending on who loses next in the semi-finals for the 3rd and 4th spot in the Cupid's Clash. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pop up the music there for you with the pause screen whilst we get the second lobby up and running. Shrimsy, just look at this timing. This is perfect timing. Any case, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we will be with you right now.
my heart, put a big beat till let's begin. This is Cupid's bloody roses on the floor. This is Cupid. We don't feel, we want more. Say my name like a sin, like the chaos begins. This is Cupid's Lawrence lethal in this game. Hearts in the crossfire. We also fall in time. Hearts in the crossfire. Crash. Hey, crash, crash, crash. Hearts in the crossfire. Let's take in a loaded gun. Say my name, I already won. Sweet like poison in your veins. We don't play fair in this game. Crash my heart into the wall. Hear the crown, then I fall. Pull me in, I push you back. No, so first to the impact. We don't run, we don't hide. Put your heart on the line. If you want me to, then now say it loud. Say it loud. This is Cupid's kiss with a knife in my hand. This is Cupid's let's burn in the air. Scream my name, break the glass. We all out, we just crash. This is Cupid's hearts go to war tonight. Yeah, your love hits harder than a headshot. Run along, yeah, we was that. You're my enemy, you're my drug. I hate you. Red zone, no safe place. Heartbeat sinking with the bass. We die loud. Middle fingers to the crowd. Down it down, feel it rise. Fire in your pretty eyes. Say my name like a threat. I'm the one you won't forget. This is Cupid's kiss with a knife in my hand. This is Cupid's let him burn in the air. Scream my name, break the glass. We all know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I could see a lot of you are anxious to, well, wanted to know who's up next. But in any case, it's Baby Will Bandits up against Evil Inc. I'm just waiting here for a certain someone. But in any case, let's start the bands so long. BOB bands, please. Yes. So Circuit, yes. This is Yin. Baby Will Bandits is Yin. It's the Yin squad. You can see it in their logos as well. I mean, we've mentioned this previously. Yin was one of the very first teams that featured on Waylander Gaming, and they featured quite frequently. Um, Always one of the teams to raise their hands to say yes, we're good for a scrim if we can organize a scrim for them on stream. So yeah, there's a lot of love from Waylander Gaming for the Yin squad, especially for what they've done for us previously. When we just started this channel, well, it's we can almost say 3 years ago. I mean, 2 years ago. It is 2 years ago. But we're almost at year number 3. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this is also going to be a good match. The winners here will go and face against the Saint Dynasty in the grand finals. And yeah, losers will go and face Nabjutsu in the third and fourth spot contention. Agreed. Agreed. Look, Evil Inc., right? They've been doing very well, and they're a very strong team. Well, they're currently the only undefeated team in a Cupid's Clash because Saints lost the match and Nabjutsu lost 2. So there's a definite positioning now for Cupid's Clash on who's number 1, who's number 2, who's number 3 with stats at this moment. Um, But Evil Inc. also going undefeated in the regionals yesterday. So Evil Inc. is not a team to write off. They're a very strong team. You mean baby oils? No, you can't. You definitely cannot. Oh yes. Any case, well that would be a perfect semi-finals, um, because I mean the teams that are in the semi-finals are here for the right reasons. Any case, bands being Yilda, Freya, Harith, and Eve. Good luck and have fun to both teams as we are going to jump in to this next best of three series. It is the second round of semi-finals in Cupid's Clash. Will it be Baby Whale Bandits or will it be Evil Inc. that goes through to the grand finale? That was in Origins against yeah Riddle and Sons that disbanded. You know, that's one thing that's quite frequent in the MLBB scene. You will see new up and coming rising team stars, and it's so short lived, honestly. Yeah, two tournaments. Grok, Alice, YSS, Beatrix being the first bands. KP picking up the Sora first pick. Obviously, Valentina still being open. I think Evil Inc. Will pick up the Valentina to counter the Sora or not. Tempest guy picking up the Hylas. Yuchi going with the Lucas. So that would be KP with a Sora in the gold lane. I, oof, yeah, this is going to be different. Obviously Virus picking up carry for the side of Evil Inc. Carry, bro, has been a frequent, constant marksman in the gold lane. Agreed, because I mean, carry late game, and once she's online, you don't want to 1v1 the carry. But Violet Requiem not picking up the Gwen, going for the Akai for the side of Evil Inc.
I don't like that guy though. I'm going to be honest, I don't like that guy in this fix. I honestly think the Leo would have been perfect in this draft. You pick up the Leo mode, then you go maybe mid lane with the Eve, then that would have been an unstoppable draft.
Ooh. Killzone picking up the Farsa, and Ryujin picking up the Leomord on the side of Baby World Bandits.
Yeah, that's a good draft, bro. Baby Oil got a solid draft, except for the Lucas. The thing is, Lucas got that buff where he's actually now viable in lane because he can actually sustain now on the creeps way better. Might be the pick. That's going to be the wild card. I'm going to say I love Baby Oil's draft, except for the Lucas. Lucas would actually make or break the draft at this point.
Yeah, well, Choco Pie going for the Zetian. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your first matches draft. Done and dusted.
Interesting. Choco not going for the Kagura. Why?
Maybe wanting to keep the Kagura for the second match.
Good front line. Like you will be able to burst the Farsa, but after that you are kind of sitting down. So I understand the Session pick. It's a good pick. I just want to see the Choco Kagura. That's all I want. It's like me wanting to see the Zalong. It's just something that makes my soul feel better.
Shroomsy, I don't want to lie. You've still been
Welcome
muted
to
the
Mobile
entire
Legends.
time.
Bruh, no way! No way I've been muted the entire time. No, Scorpy, bruh! Scorpy, bruh!
I just saw it when I came to turn on the overlay. I was like, the chat is
Okay.
probably thinking I'm crazy because I'm talking to someone and they can't hear the someone. And no one says anything.
Okay, it's XP Lane of Evil Inc. Lagging. So they will be back in a few seconds. But that, bruh, like, nah, Scorpy. This is crazy. Okay, no, I forgive you this time. I've been talking smack about the draft and about the players, and no one heard me.
Crazy. Okay, so just to give everyone the fill of the lay of the land of what Shroomsy said, Shroomsy said he's washed and he needs a shave. But in all honesty, he didn't like the Lucas pick and he didn't like the Kai pick. He wanted the Lucas in the jungle, and yeah, what am I missing something here?
I said the Lucas would be better in the jungle. I don't like the Lucas at all. Unfortunately, so unfortunately, I don't like the Lucas. It's the wild card. So either it works or it doesn't. So if it works, they're going to win. If it doesn't work, they're going to lose. The thing is, I don't like the guy. I would have rather preferred them instead of that guy picking up the Liu mode, which would have made that draft so powerful.
And chat is like, we didn't know, bro. So sad. It's normal to talk to yourself when you play Mobile Legends. This game makes people insane. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm used to talking to myself while playing Mobile Legends. I mean, technically I'm talking to my team, but they don't listen, so it's just as good as me talking to myself.
Yeah, it's like obviously when you solo queue, it's like, what is this side laner doing? Leave my farm! Leave my farm! Rotate!
Bro. It's like we played. I think it was earlier today. We played again with this Ixia. Now he did end up 4-2-1. GG's to him, but he didn't do anything up until minute number 15. It was 0-1 up until minute number 15, and then he just altered while standing in his nexus and got the kills. That's how he got kills. And then he became MVP and came to flame me. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. You didn't mean anything in the game.
Agreed. Welcome back, Way. Welcome back. Let me do this. Oh no, not that. This.
Okay.
We should have
Before
put
we
that on
continue,
stream. We should have
Mike?
put that on stream.
first make sure that Way is not muted.
Way is not muted. Way is not muted.
Bruh, Scott muted me for the entire drafting phase. I was out here bashing the team's draft, and people thought Scott was going mental.
That's funny.
So-
Junior, you have a moment that you have an entire video to make. You can clip that entire drafting phase, and you can title it right. Kids don't do drugs.
I call that pregnancy brain.
Any case, okay, so Evil Inc., they've got 1 minute left on their pause counter. So obviously, yeah, first match between Evil Inc. up against Baby Will Bandits. Way, you mind taking this one for me quickly?
Troops deployed.
Yeah, no stress, no stress. We'll wait for this pause screen to get through, and well, we're into the mix right now. It's game number 1 or 2? 1.
One. You came in at the best time, the start of the game, and honestly, I want to hear your opinions on the draft. Is there any picks you don't like in the draft?
Maybe the Akai, right? Because I'm not sure what his purpose is going to be into this mix here, but I mean, there's going to be the dive here to the backline. There's the passive blocking up. No! Hylos with the chase down here. There's the stun. But Hylos is a tanky boy. Zetchen doing quite a bit of pokes. Quick rotations coming through here from the side of Evil Inc. as they're placing a lot of pressure, going for the turret dive here. Yuzong is quite low. Will he be taken down? He's so close to reaching first blood. 1 HP escapes. Oh my goodness.
Oh, bro, that was a clutch taunt coming out from Silver Surfer. Actually just saved Yuzong's life. If that taunt wasn't there, Hylos would have gotten the kill. Vinus already using the flicker against this Sora and the gold lane is doing a good job. I was expecting this to be a blow away, the Sora. He does so good against any marksman.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, Virus is one of those, like as a player, he's got a lot of skill. So, he was the one who was talking to me about how to deal with the matchups when you're countered. I mean, if you look at the way he's keeping that lane management so close, he's giving himself the best opportunity to come online.
Yeah, it's the best way to get online. But honestly, it seems like they're not going for the turtle contest. I mean, you're going up against a heavy spin, so the turtle contest wouldn't be the best. But there's the Phantom Seed coming out, and the feathered airstrike. That is Virus being taken down. Silver Surfer going on to the chase from KP, but I don't think he will commit. So that is a kill going their way, but the turtle going to the side of Evil Inc. So objective exchange, but Evil Inc. is actually looking a bit better.
Yeah. I mean, the turtle does contribute a significant amount, and usually with the turtle you expect to see this red buff invade, which is what we're witnessing. It's the only weakness to the strategy that Baby Oil used, is the fact that it leaves the room open for the invade, so you have to counter invade if you want to use that strategy.
Yeah, they didn't go for the counter invade immediately, which was a bit of an overstep. I mean, they're not going for the counter invade at all. So this is no gold for Ryujin at this stage. And this means that Akai is going to come online, and he actually does so much damage for a tank. So it's something that you have to watch out for.
Yes, he does dish a lot of damage. But I mean, I was wondering how the Akai fits into the synergy here of this lineup that they have.
I think it's mostly just to keep their engaged potential to a minimum, especially with like Sora into the Glorious Pathway, maybe even in the Lumord into the mix. They've got a lot of dive, a lot of close-up heroes, so maybe just using that heavy spin to keep them away from his team, and then using the rest to go for the counter. Heavy spin using to pin Virus, Tempest guys gets a wall, but there's Sora with the Sora form onto 3, gets the stun up, but I think he's under the turret. He will be taken down. There's an Avatar of God, and just to seal the deal, went for that counter engage, but unfortunately it's a 2-for-1 exchange.
Yeah. So this game is pretty even. Oh, there's the engagement here into the mid lane. Can they take this Yuzong down? He goes in with the Black Dragon form. No fear from Yuzong. He's just trying to chase everybody, even underneath the turret. He gets his practice passive off, but oh, I think that was a little bit too much for my madness.
It was a bit of an overstep, but his team was there to follow from the other side, but now the Torrent form has been committed. What a pin against the wall. KP is in a lot of danger, will be taken down. They're looking out for Tempest Sky onto the mix, but I don't think they will get it. But the session damage is crazy, and this is instant advantage once again to the side of Evil Inc. They will get this turtle once again uncontested.
Zetchian is such a good hero in a 5-man situation. I know people say, oh, she's not as good as she once was because of her nerfs and this and that. And I'm like, oh, are you seeing what we're seeing?
If you don't play her properly, yeah, she won't feel as potent. I mean, you can't build her as a burst mage anymore. She's more of a constant damage mage. You need to like build a hybrid, build cooldown and build damage at the same time. And she's such a trump card with that ultimate. That Fear of the Phoenix is such a powerful ult.
She's like the mid lane hard counter to Fasa. Because, I mean, that's the trigger for the Fury of the Phoenix. The moment that Fear the Death Strike comes in, you going in with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's hard counter. I actually believe it's like the Irithal matchup. It's not a hard counter, but it's definitely a skill-based matchup. Because, I mean, it all comes down to the play. But there's a heavy spin pushing Sora underneath the turret. Fear of the Phoenix just to secure the final bit of damage. Avatar got it, looking for the full time. They're onto Tempest Sky, looking for the final damage, and that's Shockapie securing the kill. Killzone has to get out, but now Lumord is at least taking this mid tower. So this is definitely not the objective loss for Baby Oil.
Yeah. They traded off beautifully. I mean, that's what you want from your jungler. You want your jungler to be able to cover up for the team whenever you're in a bad spot. Almost taking down that mid lane turret. They've got the advantage there. It's just about getting the control. But so far, this plays coming through from Violet Requiem on the Sakai has been on point. He's going to try to knock back the Sora as they're trying to create that space that they need to try to get the mid lane turret and then establish proper wave control, but not managing to get the pin. And so this means that no heavy spin for this next turtle. Right, will it be turtle? It's so close in terms of time. Oh, no. 6 minutes 50. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a full minute before the Lord. I don't think it's worth it to wait that long. Rather keep the gold going and then rather push the Tyrants, take the fights with that gold advantage. I mean, you have 3k gold lead. So if you take the turtle and maybe 1 kill, it's going to head into 4k, maybe 5k, and that's when you start to open up the map. And if they use that advantage then to maybe help, and then, yeah, it's going to be a way better match.
True. But we're back to our pause screen, unfortunately, while we're waiting for... Who is it that's DC'd?
It's the XP laner that is having a problem a bit.
Oh, Black Cat moved to the jungle.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that is unfortunate. The pause timer for Evil Inc. is now over. So there's no more pauses for their team for the duration of this match. But I mean, the next turtle is up. It's looking like a very possible contention coming out here from Baby Oil.
Yeah, but they made the rotation towards the bot lane. I think they want to seize a little bit of control before this turtle. A bot being poked back underneath the turret. Lucas there just surviving on a half HP as all the teams are getting ready and set. Carry is a little bit low, although he's hovering around where that objective is going to be. Gatto with a lovely push in the mid lane, but there's a heavy spin catching onto the Hylos with the Black Dragon form into the mix. They get the kill, and that is going to be opportunity to take the Lord. If they
yeah,
go into the Lord.
It seems like they are definitely going for that. I mean, committing the Fear of the Phoenix to get the vision and the kill onto Lucas. So the turtle has been taken by Virus, but they are looking for the angles onto the other. Glorious Avatar of God is not landing onto the mark though. It's still going to be a while before the heavy spin is back up. So I don't think they can actually take this mid lane tower though.
Yeah, I don't think they will be able to. But right now with this and the bot lane, they should be able to secure the bot lane. Zetchian, they're getting that bot lane pushed in. Now they're trying to put pressure onto the mid lane. So now that's all the tier 1 turrets taken down. Slowly but surely, we're watching Evil Inc. establish, even with all the pauses and everything, they've established the map control that they want.
Yeah, I mean, Chocopi has been doing very good, having the kill onto the far side and then onto the Lucas, getting a very good gold lead, and now they're going for the red buff invade. They still have the heavy spin available, so they need to watch out. There's the heavy spin onto Ryujin, but only able to pin Tempest Sky, and now's a full counter engage going Feather Air Strike onto the mix. Lucas with a beast form, unleash the beast, but there's the Fear of the Phoenix with the Avatar of Guardian, and that is a lot of kills going to the side of Baby Oil Bandits as well as Evil Inc.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 exchange though. Evil Inc. is quite low, sticking around here. Has to get onto the retreat. It was only Violet Requiem that was taken down in that engagement.
Yeah, and then playing as a guy with it, 100%. The massive play was there from KP using the flicker with the torrent form and then not being able to get that. That's a major advantage that's being used up. Kill zone, trying to get away. They are going to burst down this turret. So this might be the first early shield that's going to be popped is in the bot lane.
Yeah, and this is a huge advantage for the side of Evil Inc. with the Lord being up.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to mount this Lord and just let it march on the bot wave and take the fight. They have the better wave fight ability under the turret, so definitely worth it. KP going for the split push on the top lane, that is good. That is massive. That is 2 turrets that they lost while taking the Lord. So even though KP might die, it's 100% I would also make the same decision.
Yes, and especially on the top lane, because what you're expecting from the side is, as the Lord makes its push down the bot lane, you just need maybe one person to protect the Lord to allow it to go through, and then you push the top and mid, and then it's going to give the side of Baby Oil decisions to make with the 3 waves pushing in.
Okay, so the heavy spin was committed from Requiem with no one there to follow up. Interesting call that they made. I would have held the heavy spin for this base fight. I mean, it's a 40-second cooldown before that's available. That's one of the best push potential that they have. Gato is looking for the taunt there onto Tempest Sky. Will not take it, but now the Black Dragon form is into the mix. But honestly, they're going to wait for this Lord. The Lord is only a few seconds away. They have the ability to go for this massive tower dive.
Yeah, but without the heavy spin, as you said, it could be a bit dangerous, but they're creating the space so beautifully. Now the heavy spin is back. Fury of the Phoenix used as the perfect counter from Shopify. But there's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange. The pressure is on. Avatar of Guardian, does it catch it to Leomord? Yes, it does. But Ryujin has the opportunity to get back to safety. The waves are coming through in the mid lane. It's Carry that will probably go to deal with that mid lane push as well. Oh, the minions spawning up just in time. That could have been the opportunity to end. They still have it in their favor.
Yeah, definitely. It all comes down to this fight. They have the ability to go Feather Air Strike going there. Being able to zone everyone out, now that teammates are starting to come back, they will get all 3 inhibitors though. So it's not entirely a lost push. Did have the ending angle, unfortunately couldn't make that play.
Yeah, that was, in terms of this first Lord of the game, that was something that you really wanted. There's a heavy spin with the Fury of the Phoenix coming out as well. They're trying to get down KP on the Sora, who does manage to disengage. Hylos with a glorious pathway. Now the feathered airstrike into the mix, but it's going to be the turnaround with Lucas. Can they get another pickoff? It's a 1-for-1 exchange so far. Black Dragon form chasing everybody back. Sora is taken down. He'll back up, but the response from the side of Baby Oil on point.
It was it's overstep there from Violet Requiem, using that heavy spin so early. You could see his teammates was not in position, unfortunately.
Yeah, they weren't set for that one.
It would have been a good one otherwise if the team was there. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize from that. But I mean, the next Lord is up, the base is open, and looking at the team fight potential coming out from Evil Inc., they can definitely take this Lord and end the game.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a solid gold lead. Akai doing the front line here, just zoning away, knowing that heavy spin is all you need to just create the space. Yuzong with the Black Dragon form. Are they going to get this? They do get the heavy spin onto Leomod, onto Hylos, who used the glorious pathway, but is just going to get knocked back from his little trail of movement speed.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 big ultimates already committed. The heavy spin is luckily not too long of a cooldown. It is still 20 seconds though, so it will not be here for the initial team fight. So that is definitely massive for the side of Baby Oil Bandits, but there is wave sync here. There's the Lord. This is the ending angle. Will get to trigger. Throw the avatar. Got it. There's a flicker with the Torah form coming out. There is a follow-up. They will get the Beast Bomb into the backline, but melted by Canada. There's a Fury of the Phoenix to follow, and there is the avatar of Guardian just to seal the deal. Heavy spin, and that is the first game going to the side of Evil Incorporated.
Victory!
Well played to them as they draw first blood, and well, they're hoping to make their way through to the next round.
Violet Requiem picking up the MVP with Kai, and Rajan picking up the MVP. So pretty much as the first semi-finals match, both junglers picking up MVP. 100% the guy was pretty much picked up just to deal with the Sora from start to finish. But in any case, that heavy spins that come on heavy and land hard onto Baby Oil Bandits. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly get the second lobby up and running for you.
Hey, have you
In
heard
this
about
best
the
of 3
Oasis?
series.
It's a paradise.
Question is, will Baby Oil Bandits be able to pick one up and take us into the sudden death round? Or will Evil Inc. take this in a clean sweep fashion?
Yeah, that is the question. I mean, the last game went all the way to a best of 3. Saints up against Renab. What an exciting match that was. Though I'm looking at Violet Requiem's picture there. Sure, that's funny.
Yeah, the thing is, honestly, and I am going to say that that's Black Cat. The picture, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
That thing's got a chin. That's all I know. It looks like a Giga Chad type of image. I don't know. Okay, Way's alt. I don't know if you know who Giga Chad is.
No, I've seen the pictures before. The guy with the big chin and the beard.
Yeah. Okay, so you at least know the Giga Chad.
No, I know 1 or 2 things. 1 or 2 things.
1 or 2. Talking about Giga Chad, it seems like Baby Oil Bandits is going to make out a substitution. So do you think this is going to be the change they need to take this dub, or will it still not be enough to bring down the giants that is Evil Inc.?
Wow. I mean, in the first game, right, the macro plays from Evil Inc. was very much on point. They put almost no foot wrong. Almost, right? There was a couple moments in time where you could say, all right, fine, but nobody plays a perfect game. It's just overall their macro was excellent. I mean, they slow squeezed the life out of baby oil. The Mahaba on the roam is, I mean, their usual roamer, so that could give them that control that they needed or were missing.
Well, it might be. I mean, usually you just need one shift, one change in draft, one change in play style that can completely shift the entire game. And it's something that they can definitely look at, is maybe changing up their play style to match the aggressiveness or the disciplined aggressiveness coming out from Evil Inc. Because they are aggressive, but in a good way.
Yeah, just looking at the
Yes,
final
yes.
bans coming in from both teams. It's Harith, Eve, Yilda, and Freya. So good luck and have fun to both teams as we are going to jump into the second match in this best of 3 series. Let's go.
Whoop, whoop. Now, I want Chocopie to show me the Kagura.
It's left open for once.
Yeah, they actually didn't ban it in the first game, but he didn't go for the Kagura pick, because it wasn't the best pick, though. If you don't play the Lumord, you kind of need to get rid of it, because it's one of the best junglers for a reason, because that thing is almost unkillable if you don't hard counter it.
Friend.
Yes, yeah. 100% agree with you. Well, the way Chocopie has been playing across this tournament is making a strong case for being the best mage in the server.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with finally expanding his hero pool. Definitely one of the top contestants for the best mage in the server. Unfortunately, some of the best mages in the server doesn't actually play tournaments. Fun fact, do you know that Chocopie is not #1 Kagura in South Africa?
Butterflies
the
born
number
by
one?
thy wish.
Your team is
Guided
It is...
by lantern's light.
I don't remember the girl's name.
They call me a hero because
Your
I saved
team
my
is
nation
Well,
from
we'll have to
falling
look at
apart.
Something like Akuna or something like that. It's a lady that's taking the top Kagura spot, and I've seen her matches on Kagura, bro. That's scary. I actually found out about her through one of my squad mates.
Interesting. Scarpy, you may need to reset your stream there. Okay, I think it sorted itself out.
Mighty yokes from little acorns.
Okay. Bro, please don't tell me this is another YSS gold lane. Please don't tell me that.
Well, from the looks of it,
Emperor's order.
Oh no.
with the YSS on the very
Bro, it's something to hear from Malaysia coaching some of our teams, and it's apparently big there now. These oaks are trying to implement it, and it's not working. It hasn't worked once.
Well, we'll get to see. Maybe there's.
Crowned by
Maybe it's not
heaven's
so much the
mandate.
hero
My
as it is the
legacy shall
playstyle.
endure.
Because one of the things that, like I noticed, especially when you're trying to adapt or bring in a new meta, it takes a bit of time to understand how how the hero works, but how the hero works within the framework that you're trying to create. Because you have to understand the vision thing. You've got to have the understanding of why it is picked. It's not just to pick.
is picking.
Oh, agreed. The thing is, it works well to burst down enemies, because YSS has a very good burst capability, and also just to survive and use mobility to outplay the enemy team, which works well. But you need to know how to play it in that role. I mean, we've seen YSS mains in the gold. That was YSS main in the jungle. Trying it on the gold lane didn't work, because the playstyle of YSS jungle, YSS gold lane is day and night.
Emerges.
Well, you got your wish.
Donkey Chocopie. I've seen my Kagura. Okay, but anyway, dude, the thing is Guinevere and Sora. So once again, going to be Sora gold lane against YSS Sora's going to have a lacquer matchup. The wild card here, once again, is going to be BOWSTRING versus the Akai. Akai and a Gallium?
My tail's been itching for
Interesting.
a real fight. Your team is picking.
Well, the Yuzong pick, I always believe that Yuzong is an awesome pick into almost any draft. He's just so good at the times when you need him at these big team fights.
The only thing I would say there, Yuzong is not good up against a Guinevere in lane. Like, I've seen this time and time again. Guinevere demolishes Yuzong in lane. So you need to play extra cautious and stuff. And Yuzong is still, don't get me wrong, he's still one of the best heroes to take into a team fight because of the zone ability and this massive skill set that he has.
Yeah. I mean, he really shines in in certain laning phases. But as you said, right, it's not going to be the easiest time up. Oh no, they swapped. It's going to be the Gwyn on the gold lane, and Sora on the XP.
Okay, and it's Sora full damage build.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like Sora damage build though. If you gold lane, yes, I understand that. That's how Innocent got the Savage is with Sora with the hybrid damage build. But I prefer the more tank based build that you use the War Axe, Oracle, the basic fighter build.
Especially if you're playing on the XP lane. Because, I mean, you look at this right now, right? The side of Baby Oil are kind of squishy because Mahaba on that Belleric is got the support emblem
5
up.
seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash
Yeah,
them.
I mean, it's just there to help the damage. Yeah, because it increases the damage if you deal damage to the enemy team. It's not a bad choice. I would have just preferred a bit more from the BOWSTRING, because BOWSTRING is going to struggle up until he gets like maybe his first item.
Yeah, I mean, if I was the side of Evil Inc., I'd be thinking right now we actually have the option to go for some proper invades, especially with the Akai and the Kalia into the mix. Choco Pie already proccing the passive on Killzone. As look at Choco Pie, she's making the rotation, up here towards KP. Wants to give YSS the best opportunity. The full engage here onto KP. Uses the die heal just to get himself. Okay, Choco Pie with the chase down. Is it going to be first blood? Yes, it is. I'm Madness with the first blood.
Oh, crazy plays. That was some crazy plays. YSS with the flicker and the second skill just to close that gap. Crazy plays. But this is the power of Choco Pie and the Kagura.
Yeah, Kalia with a quick rotation across. Will she go for the set? He manages to get the knock-up only onto Belleric. But look at this from Virus. I mean, he was so low. Once that Yuzong passive procs, especially if it procced onto 2 people, you know, it's like instant heal, full health.
Ooh, there's a heavy spin onto KP, pins him against the wall, and that is another kill for Madness. It looks like I'm going to have to swallow my words. Looks like Madness is actually going to be the first to make this YSS work.
Meanwhile, there's engagement here onto Sora. He's taken out, so there's an exchange across the map. Mahaba wants to try to get some mono poke onto Kagura. Oh, look at that from Choco Pie with the escapes.
Oh, bro, this is crazy. Oh, Choco, my brew. This is crazy. Okay, so they're going once again for the KP on the gold lane. So once again, it's our reverse. It seems like Evil Inc. this time is not taking the turret, rather going for this gold lane push.
But they used it to their advantage. I mean, if you look at it, they've got... Oh, look at Virus with the setup on the use on the Wrath of Triads converted. Heavy spin is there as well. Oh my goodness, what an engage that was. Just needed a little bit more damage to follow up.
Yeah, it seems like the picks that I didn't think is going to work is working. I mean, damage Sora is doing a lot. YSS gold lane is doing a lot.
This YSS is super fed right now, but it all came down to how the team utilized having this YSS into the mix. They gave him the speed, I mean, that opportunity, the space that's necessary to do what he needs to do.
And I mean, if he gets the space that he needs, it's definitely going to help him. But currently, bro, Sora is doing good against this Yuzong there. Lane. I'm not even going to lie, but there's the engagement onto and will get the kill with Fury of the Phoenix to follow up. They are looking for the angle. Ryujin gets a stun up. Choco Pie will be taken down. Tsunami Slam is there, but it's a little bit too late. Surfer, they have already been taken down. 2-for-0 exchange.
Yeah, I think the side of BBR have realized that what they want to do is hard focus KP here on the Guinevere, and they took that opportunity, knowing that Akai is not around with that heavy spin counter engage, to get 2 quick fire pickoffs in the mid lane. Oof.
Oh, that was close. That was close. Yeah. But now they need to watch out. Yin Yang overturn is coming for them. Silver Surfer also is there, but not the ultimate yet. But seems like they have scouted them out. The turtle is spawned up, and I think both teams will want to contest this one.
Yeah, both teams would. But already Akai in the front line gets the steal away, gets the knockout to the Ryujin on the Suyu, blows him up. Perfectly timed heavies, but Wrath of Dryads into the mix, but he's gonna get taken down. Madness fed on this YSS. KP being forced back. I'm saying forced back, gets the Violet Requiem off just to save himself from the attentions of Chocopie on that keg.
Oh, Choco Pie is cooking! I mean,
yeah.
Bro, the amount of dodges he's done so far is just crazy.
That's the thing with a good keg, right? That mobility is next level. You can use it to bait out quite a bit.
And I mean, also with the built-in purifier, it's perfect against the Guinevere. You can literally bait out Guinevere and still have a lot going for your side. But this is going to be the engagement. Maba is putting them under the turret, looking for the angle. Yuchi is there in position, but now they are onto KP with a full Yin Yang overturn. That is a kill going their way, but into the bot lane, there's a put onto Yuchi. They are going for the MS, but that is a shutdown. But the counter engage there from the BOWSTRING is on point. Ryujin is looking for I'm Mad as well, get the shutdown kill. And that is a beautiful counter engage there from Evil.
Yeah, meanwhile, Chocopie pushing this top lane in, Virus in the mid lane. They went for the lane swap to the side of Evil Inc. just to give Virus a bit of space here on the XP lane up against the Sora. But Chocopie, engagement onto KP, who's trying to sustain through all of this, gets the Violet Requiem off. Chocopie throws out that umbrella, but meanwhile, we're watching Violet Requiem in the mid lane, almost taking down the mid lane turret. Silver Surfer paid the price for that rotation, but Chocopie chased KP, but is gonna get taken out.
Oh, that was kind of unfortunate. Guinevere did go for that consecrated energy first items. They had the extra bit of stun. Now the knockup is onto Violet Requiem, forces out the heavy spin. That is massive. And bro, this is attention all over the map.
Yeah. I mean, like, where's the camera going to even look? We've got Yuchi pushing down the bot lane. Though YSS, Madness goes through. Oh, look at the damage from the Sora. That was insta delete.
Oh, that's massive. And now he has a Thunderform. Tsunami Slam not going to help. His ground control, will be taken down, though. Turtle has been taken down. They're now looking for the fight onto the mid lane. Kill zone is very low. Has to retreat. They have to watch out for the Skagora dive. But, bro, so far I'm impressed. This is a lot more even game than we saw the first time. Oh, the Violet Requiem is there onto Chocopie. Luckily gets saved by Violet Requiem. And they won't get the kill onto KP. And there's the Wrath of Dryads just to save his teammate.
Yeah. What a play there from Mahava just to save KP. Gave him just enough space. Meanwhile, there's a battle here in the bot lane. Virus taking a lot of damage from Ryujin. He goes in with the dash. Oh! I think one skill shot. He manages to get the dash in and out. Kill underneath the turret. Silver Surfer on his gate. Bot trying to get close to Ryujin. It's the Flicker Tsunami Slam that gets the set to take it down. Ryujin.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Chocopi is low though, so he kind of needs to disengage. But here comes the team to follow up. Yuchi is in a bit of danger. There is a Kai. Chocopi will secure the kill. So 2 for nothing exchange, 2 for 1 exchange.
Yeah, 2 for 1 exchange. But Sora is such a broken hero. I mean, if it was a 2v1 situation, you wouldn't bet against Sora getting a double kill and getting out.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's why it's such a good hero. His arsenal is just so good. The only thing is they need to watch out, especially for the heavy spin onto Baba Perez. Luckily, very tanky Chocopi with the Yin Yang overturn will get the kill. So that's a good pick off, especially with the Lord being up in the next few seconds. I mean, he is one of the best to counter-engage. Region is in a bit of danger. There's a flicker with a Tsunami Slam, but Waylander Gaming is on point. Chocopi will be taken out. The counter-engage is onto point. They are looking for KP's 1 HP. Will be taken down by Silver Surfer. Now Region is back into the mix. They are looking for the angle. The flicker comes out from Sora. He goes Thunderform, trying to get the last bit of damage, and they will disengage. 2 for 2 exchange. Not bad. The fight continues. There's the heavy spin onto Ichi. They're trying to get into Region, but he is just way too slippery for this case. But now Requiem is in a bit of danger. He is in a 3v1 situation, and it seems like they are doing enough damage just to take him down.
Lovely counter play coming through here from the side of Baby Oil. It was that Ryujin play. He was in so much danger. He managed to use the Suyu's mobility to get out, but now Virus trying to get the delay here. Goes in, time the knockup, but Yushi managed to survive this. It's a shutdown kill onto Ryujin, but he did secure the Lord before he died.
Oh, flicker baited out from KP. Chocopi is looking for the angle, but does not commit just yet. He doesn't have the first phase of the Yin Yang overturn, so not able to dive just yet. But they did secure the Lord, even though they lost the Ryujin. I would say with their current arsenal, they can definitely push for some objectives.
They can. Would have been nice to have Suyu up, right? Because Suyu's been playing brilliantly in this particular match. It's now just about trying to re-establish some map control. Maybe get this mid lane turret taken out. Sora in the bot lane getting blown up here from Madness on this YSS.
Oh, Navis is onto KP, the Theater of the Village to counter-engage. Now the Giants is onto Violet, and they will look for the angle. There is the Violet Requiem trying to do the damage, and Violet Requiem actually, Akai escapes with barely any HP. Madaba is on the chase. Will Ryujin be able to catch up? It seems like they will disengage from this fight, but the mid lane is now open. They need to defend this as soon as possible.
Yeah, oh, ISS Mountain Shocker into the mix here, but knows that it doesn't, like the Mountain Shocker is not enough to deal with the mobility coming through from the Suyu just yet. So I think the Lord would have been slightly wasted. It didn't take down any turrets.
And they're actually losing a few turrets. Yeah, the top lane is in danger to be taken down. They will seem to take down the bot lane. Region doing a very good job on this Suyu, bro. But now he is in a bit of danger. Seems like they are looking for the angle. Oh, but the dash just comes out. And that's the wrong side from a guy. He barely gets it back. One dash and he is going to be taken down. Mahaba tries to save him. Not able to do that. So this is going to be pushed out the top lane. Not bad.
No, not bad for just one death.
100%, but they need to watch out this ways, bro. They just lost another bot lane turret.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? This part of the game is all about game management. It's 30 seconds to go for the Lord. Heavy spin does come out. Though Sora had that CC immunity, but the Violet Requiem into the backline. It's going to be the Black Dragon 4 being trying to use as a counter engage here. It's going to be a 1-for-0 exchange so far. Do they have the damage, Baby Oil? It's a 2 for 2. Make that 2 for 3. As somehow, some way, Virus is still surviving, but no. It's a shutdown by Ryujin. It's a full team wipe. This is a game-changing moment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going for the Lord now. Madness will be back, but it's going to be a while before they have their retry. So Rajan will be able to take this, and they got 2 mid lane turrets. So this is massive for the side of Baby Oil.
Yeah, this could be heading into a third game if they can capitalize on this Lord. So it's all about the strategy now that Evil Inc. are going to use. Oh, there's a Mountain Shocker into the mix. Skypiercer procs Silver Surfer with the Tsunami Slam onto the Suyu, but Suyu manages to escape.
Yeah, dude, I mean, Baby Oil knows where their power is lying in the Suyu. They're using Rapid Rights and the Torrent form from Sora just to allow him to escape the clutches. Tsunami Slam was not used to its fullest potential, but I mean, under that amount of pressure, there's not a lot they could have done.
Yeah, there is a Silver Surfer here, just trying to pull the Lord, delay it, destroy the lane equilibrium. Heavy Spin does come out. Now there's the engagement. Fury of the Phoenix has been popped. The Petrify comes in from the Yuzong. Still has the Black Dragon form, but Suyu somehow just dodging everybody's damage. He's gonna get chased down by this Yuzong, who's trying to hard focus him. He's gonna try to get back onto that on kill zone, onto that Zetchian. So nice play coming through from Virus. Good follow up from Choco Pie. And Violet Requiem here in the bot lane. Oh my goodness. Choco Pie is so dangerous on this cat.
Like, dude, that was some crazy TikTok aggro play that just went on there. I mean, there's a reason why everyone's scared of his Kagura. It's because he's just so good.
Yeah, that really was something to get the pick up there onto the Zetchian. And with this, the game has swung once more in favor of Evil Inc.
This has been the back and forth matchup of the evening. First game a little bit more or less so, but this has been clutch plays from everyone so far. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're looking at basically the top 4 teams in the tournament who have been competing tonight. The games were highly entertaining, very intense, right? It's well worthy of this late stage in the competition.
Yeah, literally, this comes down to mistakes as there is the first YouTube gets into the wall, but this escapes with barely an HP. Now the Black Dragon form is onto the back line. Will they get the damage? Thunder form is there, but the bed fries on foot, but that's a 5-man set. That's a 5-man Wrath of Drive, but it's not enough to counter-engage. Rujin is looking for the angle onto YSS, but now the Violent Requiem trying to engage the last bit of damage, but they're not doing enough. That's a knock-up. Rujin is trying to get the kill. Silver Surfer will not escape. That is already a 2-for-1 exchange. It's looking pretty for the favor of Evil Inc.
Yeah, Yuzong going to the mix once more with this heavy swooping from Violet Requiem. What a play! What a wraparound. KP thought he got back to some amount of safety. Akai is like, no, you're going nowhere. Except back to the base with a short strip.
Yeah, bro, that was close. Yo, the amount of full man sets that I've seen, it's just crazy, and they still surviving through everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was. I mean, you know, if we had to slow that down, if we had like slow frame by frame kind of movement, right, it would have been something special to watch with all those micro plays that happened in that moment in time.
It's been crazy, and especially with this Lord up name. As we've seen in the first game as well, these teams know how to wave manage properly, and it definitely counts to their favor. I mean, oh, there's a knockup, but the Violet Requiem has not been committed. There's Heavy Spin taking KP down for the count. Mahaba not being able to do anything. Virus are onto the backline with that Yuzong. They are looking for the angle, but there's a Torrent form. 5-man stun. The Fury of the Phoenix to follow up, but there's not enough danger. Damage just yet. Region is in a bit of danger, needs to fall back, but gets taken down from the passive of Virus, and honestly, this is game.
here. This is a winning angle. They just want to secure this with one more tier 3 turret. They've got the full team into the mix. They want to try to make sure that they can secure this. Mahaba is trying to get the block on the stay with Sora. Will he be able to do something? Heavy Split is forcing everybody back. The Lord is into the base. The Lord is almost taking down Killzone. Killzone's like, wait, I need some help. I need some help. The minion wave just being allowed to respawn as KP back into the mix. There's a Wrath of Drives. Valiant Requiem only catching out one here, but it's not enough damage. That one being, Violet Requiem on the Akai. YSS, Mountain Shock into the backside. Fury of the Phoenix being used to clear the waves. It's Virus once more into the front line, forcing the Sora away. But look at this, Suyu. Oh, it's Eye Madness with the other plays. They take it on the Suyu. The space has been created. Can they get the locker to the turret? It's Baby Royal defending for their life. Can it be done?
That was a clutch petrify from Virus. Getting another kill, bro. So far, Baby Wall's defense has been crazy. I would have thought that this would have been a game in the end, but they're flicking up to Fruichi, trying to get the angle onto Chocopi. Gets taken down. Now Virus is there in with the Black Dragon form. They are looking for the ending angle, but Mama still has the rifle drives available. There's a flick for Iron Madness onto kill zone. Gets the kill, and that is the game.
My goodness, what a performance from Evil Inc. in this game. They take it in clean sweep fashion. But, I mean, a Baby Oil, they put up a strong fight.
Yo, what a game. What a game.
Yeah, GG's well played to both teams, but Violet Requiem picking up a double MVP in the semi-final match, and Bahaba picking up the MVP for the side of Baby Oil Bandits. Alright, so that's tomorrow night's matches done and dusted. That means it's going to be Baby Oil Bandits up against Nabjutsu, and it's going to be Saint Dynasty and Evil Inc. in the grand finals of Cupid's Clash.
That is going to be an exciting match. Two very strong teams up against one another. It's something to look out for.
Yeah, and indeed so, I mean, the grand finals, we couldn't have asked for a better matchup for in the grand finals. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your support, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button for one last time. Wei, just a quick question. Did you have an opportunity to look at the video that I sent you earlier this afternoon?
No, not yet. I'll take a look at all of that now.
The reason why I'm asking is because I want to quickly play the teaser for the viewers, you know?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll watch it on live stream and give a live reaction. At least you'll get to hear my live reaction.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just quickly, I'm going to switch over to the teaser for what is up next for Waylander Gaming. Obviously, after the Cupid's Clash, we're going to only be... We're going to take a semi-break, but that is for good reason for the community and for ourselves. Just to get everything up and in place, and yeah, obviously we will talk about everything and our plans going forward. But from the Waylander Gaming team, this is going to be goodbye and good night, and please have a quick watch at what is coming up. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
In esports, there are tournaments, there are brackets, there are champions. This is not a bracket. This is the blacklist. A top 15 kill board ranking system. No lucky runs, no easy paths. With the best esports players in Africa, ready to challenge each other.
I challenge you.
I challenge you. I challenge you.
I challenge you.
I challenge you.
You have been challenged. Does your team have what it takes?
At the start of the season, no team is listed, no one is ranked, everyone is hunting placement. Not for trophies, not for applause, but for position, for dominance, and for survival. A system built from the ground up by Waylander Gaming. A structure unlike any other, designed to dominate across multiple games. Welcome to the Blacklist. Coming soon.
You have heard it. Do you have what it takes? I challenge you. The Blacklist, coming to your screens.
In esports, there are tournaments, there are brackets, there are champions. This is not a bracket. This is the Blacklist.